I'm joined by head coach Stephanie Flamini from Guilford College women's basketball. They were picked number 4 in this year's preseason poll. Coach, let's talk a little bit about from last year's team coming into this year. Unlike your previous squads, a little bit of an earlier exit from the tournament last year, and this season you've got to replace a lot of the players that were on that team in previous squads that were very, very successful making the NCAA tournament and that sort of thing in multiple seasons. Talk a little bit about what you see from your new squad this year that has several new faces.
Yeah, well, they're working really hard. I haven't heard any complaining. It's been pretty intense practices, so it's more of the same, just new faces and a lot of youth. And a lot of work to be done. So
you had a couple players take some steps up last year and really become new names. I think of Miracle Walters, who moved up into an all-conference spot. Talk about something maybe you see from her this year, but some other players that could step up and do kind of the same thing she did last year.
Yeah, I mean, Miracle's not going to be able to do it all herself. So she still has to be consistent like she's been and have a good year for us, but she's going to need some of the young kids to step up. We have some freshman guards that I think will help get her the ball and also be threats from the outside to help open up the middle for her. And same with Julie. Julie's going to have to be a consistent. She was fairly consistent last year. She was a freshman. She had times where she had really good games, and then but she was a solid player for us. So we're looking for her to improve and do more for us as well. And and then we have some role players coming off the bench that I think again they're going to have to step up and start to be more of an impact.
When we take a look at a squad that has to replace some of the impact players that you have to, maybe some style changes a little bit from here and there, is there any kind of difference that you see from this squad this year and how they're going to play out there on the floor?
I think we're a little quicker in the guard area than we have been in the past, well, at least last year. So I'm excited to see how that kind of transforms. We have kids who know how to win. We have kids that have played for a state championship, more than one. So that to me is exciting because they know what a winning team is and they know how to get to the last game of the season. So that's what we're always our goal is always going to be. But this year it's going to be just kind of take one game at a time and keep improving and kind of build for the future.
When we take a look at the conference as a whole, there's pretty much a mixed bag of what people are returning to their roster.
Right,
some have everybody back like an Emory Henry or Randolph Macon, and some have replaced a lot of players like you have to replace.
Right.
Talk a little bit about what you see from the league this year.
Yeah, I think obviously with Randolph Macon and Emory Henry, they're just going to be a little bit better than everybody else. That's my opinion. They have everybody back. They're strong, and we're all kind of building into the season, trying to get everybody experience and get seeing what happens when they get to the end of the year and how they handle the pressures. Whereas they already know, they already have that experience and they've gone to the NCAA tournament. So I think it's pretty much, I think it's up for grabs personally. After a couple, those two top teams, I think it could be up for grabs.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today and good luck this season.
Thanks, JJ.